Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another round of One Piece. Today we're going to be playing a little RG Luffy from OP13. I'm going to put you guys into a slew of different leaders this week. Just a little bit of the medley I've been finding on ladder. Nothing ultra consistent today. I thought about putting out a Black Yamato, but I've already done one of those videos, so I wanted to show you kind of the updated leader lists that I've been finding. I wish I'd seen more of the same on ladder, but I'll show you guys what I found. This is a quick preview of the list we'll be running today. If you guys want to skip to the end, you can see the individual deck list. I'll go over every card in detail, the curve and the strategy for RG, and there is a copy of the deck list in the description below, as well as a link to the Discord if you guys want to click into that. If you could do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate that. It's really cool to see you guys starting to come along. I think we hit 270-something today, which is really cool. I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. But my favorite part, as always, is when you guys comment. I like hearing from you. I like knowing what you guys think. If you guys got input on how I should improve the channel, that's great. I did get quite a few comments saying that people are kind of disliking the AI self-made thumbnails that I generate for these leaders. I'm happy to try something new. People want me to try and use Photoshop, and I'm okay with attempting to learn that. I just don't generally have a ton of time in my week, which is why I try and focus on getting you guys better gameplay, and I kind of quick edit the thumbnails using ChatGPT. But if you guys don't like that, I'm happy to try my best to make you a decent thumbnail. Just be patient with me as I learn those thumbnails are not going to be exceptional, but I will do my best to give you guys what you asked for. So if you guys don't like the AI, I will try and get rid of it. All right, I think that's all I got, so let's jump into some games. Catch you there. Later. All right, we find a Nami. Ooh, I think I'm keeping that hand. We're gonna keep that hand, ladies and gentlemen. Bang. Wow, that's a good opener. We're gonna do that. All right, and away we go. Just checking, make sure my camera's where it's supposed to be. They put Tudon on leader. Wonder what they could possibly be after with that. I get my Laboon on field early because I do not want to lose all my stuff. I found a second Sanji. We love that. The 9 they will get. They may have their card. They had nothing to do there, huh? They're going to be 6 next turn. That's not going to be much. 7. Cool. Get 2 cards out of them. 1 Dawn up. I suspect like a burn Nami this turn. Just place a card for them. Or I could have to deal with a Luffy. That's a possibility as well. I haven't seen this guy in a while. We'll let you have it. That is annoying. This is about the most annoying thing they could have played, because now even trying to remove it is a problem. Getting out of one of these, I would might as well just take the hit. Okay, I gotta start playing against this nonsense, which is annoying. 8. What are they gonna do on 8? 7 for Nico Robin. Take, replace. 1 under leader, 6 and a 7 attack. I can get out of the 6 and the 7. I'm good enough for that. I gotta get rid of this guy soon. I'm gonna be at 9 next turn. Please play the Robin and swing with this so I can kill it. Holy crap! Sure. This is dying. Well, that or your whole hand's going away. Now, it's like one of two things is about to happen. Wow, you want to go down so low. I can only go 7 once. Can I do anything with that other one? I would have had to play this first, but I couldn't play this realistically. I needed to know. I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play your Newgate. I got 2 double attackers on board now. No Newgate. That's a choice. No Newgate's going to make this real dicey for you. Start with a 7 double. I don't care what he put in there. If he wants to use it, he can reduce 2 cards. My board's going to be bad for him from this point forward. He played so aggressively, so early. Yeah, I thought you might do that, but I also think I can reduce you down really fast. Oh, that's fun. You got a Kikanojo. Do I care? Not really. Seven. Seven. He's like, man, there's no way he keeps putting 7s on there. You're aggressive early. I'm going to be aggressive late. Yeah. Like, you've put way too much aggression in early, and now my board's full of double attackers. I'd like to lose this Nami next turn so I can play this in its place and have full attack board. But if I have to wait another turn too, that's fine as well. My hand's getting pretty stacked full of counter. I would expect a Newgate at some point, but like, you just haven't been pressing it. You trashed one early for some unholy reason. We've seen 2 Zeus's gone, 2 baby 5s, 1 8-cost Moria. Like, you did a lot of damage with that Luffy early. But now we're at 1-1 each, 7 and 6. And my board is way more dangerous than yours. Let that go. I'd really like if you just stacked on these and tried to kill me. Because that's the kind of gameplay you've been doing so far, and I don't think it's going to go very well for you. Oh, look, some heal. Some heal with 2 double attackers on board. What do you expect's going to happen here? Yeah, okay. 7. 2 cards. That's cute. Yeah, sure. Yeah, go nuts, man. I'm a 7K leader now. 1 life, 5 Dawn, and a huge hand you've let me have. You gotta hit me twice with 5 characters. 3 of which can't even swing until you put Dawn on them. I'm a 7K leader, buddy. Mm-hmm. Let's do this. I get despicable. Despicable, I think, is what he's going for. Well, you think that's despicable? Watch this. Yeah, it's like, you want to see despicable. Watch this. GG, buddy! Oh, man. Play up to one of your... Yeah, look at that! Last life Perona. They could have played the Perona, healed back up. That'd have been so good for them. Except for I was going to kill him that turn. Nice 9 from one of these guarantees hits. Removes both of those. They could play out a guy to heal back up one. That's going to be... It looks like the Teach? That'd be gross. I don't think it mattered. So, like, my next move is another 9. And then When that dies, I go like 20. Not 20. 4, 6, 6 plus this 15. 7 and then 15. But yeah, they just die. Sorry, guy. Despicable. I haven't been finding as many Namis on the ladder, which is unfortunate because our matchup is so favorable in my opinion. But apparently my opinion doesn't matter for leaders because I just found out that Black Yellow Teach has a really unfavorable matchup. But what do I know? Crazy times, man. Let me know what you guys think. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? I will catch you in the next one. Later. What have I just found myself in? I'm playing against Sakazuki. In ranked? I guess I find Laboon or I die is kind of what happens now. I don't know what Sakazuki's game plan is. I already have characters. Do I just take this with the idea this is going to get removed? I don't even know. This is hard. Let's read this. I don't know Sakazuki's game plan, so we're just going to go with whatever. I don't know if that's correct or not. We're flying by the seat of our pants on this one. I know he's a removal deck, or was. So you need discard 1 card, draw 1 card. Oh good, we're playing it. We're Stussies as well. Do you want to load up and go again? Does some draws, Kaku. Okay, that player puts effect. Make this because the top or bottom of your deck area on play trash 2, draw 2, trash 2. You go 6, it is 4. That gives us the blocker guaranteed, and then I don't have to deal with that. His option was blocker or 1 guy. I suspect I lose my Sanji here. Yep. Cool, cool, very cool. Okay, we cheat out a guy. I'm at 7. Next turn will be 9. 3 and 4, 7. Gravity Blade. Yeah, missing Laboon here just kind of hurts. Oh, Sokka. My kryptonite. Nope. If he's got another Gravity Blade, I will cry. Please have no Gravity Blades. I'm running out of characters. I knew I was going to need a lot of them to get through this, but I need to keep these for a turn so I can get this on board, hopefully attack. We've seen 3 2Ks, one of these guys. The blocker's really annoying, so we've seen 2 of those. One Brook down. Ooh, we find a Stussy. Okay, well, I get one guy. He won't attack, though. He doesn't have enough to press through, which means I won't get to kill any of this. Eights should hopefully be a bad number for him. Yes, it is a bad number for him. We'll get 2 of these up. Next turn, we'll pressure. Keep developing as best we can. Hopefully we'll take 1 hit. I'll probably let the Stussy hit either way. Draws a Hina. If he's got something to pair with this, get this out of here. 3, that'll leave him a 6. Can't Gravity Blade me. I know he's got other tricks, though. Okay, cheats out of Rebecca. Draws the Kaku, plays out the Hina. I don't like that. He's gonna minus this down if I had to guess. He's running out of resources, though. Hopefully. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. He knows it doesn't do anything. He just needs the minus cost. So this is a 2 cost now. Hound Blaze. Gross. Please swing this. I desperately want you to swing this so I can get a card. I need some guys. Although I suspect most of the guys are still in my deck because I've seen so many of them. Yeah, I was like, do you want to give me a card? Because you should starve me right now. Uh, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. No, you got it. Yeah. I didn't expect I'd get a guy there. There's one, though. I'm getting, what, 3 Dawn back? Yeah. Come on, I just want to remove your guys. Is that so hard for you? I didn't want to hit them and give them a resource. I've got a double attacker on board. This is actually tight, which is insane because they've removed like 5 of my guys. I've just had so many dudes. All right, we find a new Usopp. Yeah, it's fine. Gonna remove the double attacker, doesn't want to deal with that. Hound Blaze gets rid of it, yup. Gives this +3. 2 out of that one. Just want some dudes. I suspect this won't attack. Seven. No blocker. Although Dead Man's Game, go to 10. That's pretty useful. Just deploy this. Let's grab a guy. Okay, we picked him apart. Finally. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, so one of these, no blocker, and then like that. Bam. And I still got a shoot ton of counter, which is very nice for me. He's down to no cards. Sokka, man. What a game. We just kept finding... We had to just keep finding dudes. What is this? 8 plus 5 is 13. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Do we just take that? I don't know what they have is the problem. I don't know what they have, so I'm just going to play it safe. Like, I'm pretty sure they just die. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13, 14, 15. Yeah, you were never touching that. 7. 7. 14. GG. Oh, found another gravity blade. God, that's such an annoying card for us. We pushed our way through that deck as hard as we could, though. Like, so many of our guys got disappeared. And it's not like our deck has any good at recurring them. Laboon, why are you the last life? Why are you like this? Why are you always the last life in our blue matchups? I don't appreciate it. Sokka, what are you doing? That guy was... What are you doing up here? At like 2 billion berry bounty, he's just like, yeah, we're just chilling with Sakazuki. This is an old school player. All right. Man. I don't know. Let me what you guys think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? I don't know what I did right and what I did wrong there. I basically just flew by the seat of my pants on that one. And I was like, I'm going to get a bunch of guys removed. We were hoping to find Laboon. We didn't. We just keep our guys up. There's no point in not. They needed a couple more stussies, I think. The second gravity blade would have been also very debilitating for us. What do? We pray we find Laboon. We did not find Laboon. And I don't know, even know if Laboon would have been good enough, because, like, they've got so many ways of removing it. I know it's not once per turn, but eventually I'm going to run out of stuff to rest. Alright. I think that's all I got, though, so there's my rant. Catch you guys later. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We find a boa. I kind of want to keep this hand. It's got my... I can't. Oh, that's actually a way better hand. Cool. This is a really solid hand. Let's go this character gains blocker. Cool. Put out the boon. No. Do I give him my searcher here? No, I probably shouldn't. Ooh, that's really good. Another blocker. Don't care about that. They don't have a Dawn under leader, so this doesn't actually have protection. Cool. Gross. Okay, this time I for sure give them a searcher if they try, but they don't. Okay. I think I have to do this first, in case they get a trigger that tries to KO my guys. 6. 7. 2, 3. We're going low fast. Those blockers, man. I don't think they break through this turn, but you never know. I think I just keep pushing on them as fast and as hard as I can. Play this and this next turn. I think I have to go this for this. Have fun breaking through that. Yeah, the answer is no, bud. Yeah, you're not getting through. Okay, I don't want to go to 0. Seven. Let's go 5. 7. Their trigger luck's been really good here. Let's see if it keeps up. Teach, nullify, pop, fine. Seven. Okay. We pushed them down as fast and as hard as we can. We'll do the same thing next turn. There's the burn we've always expected. Dead Man's Game would be real nice right about now, but I can't get it. I was like, you're not getting through. Do I go searching for Dead Man's Game with this? I think that is probably worth doing. So now it's just, what, 7s across the board? Lowest cost characters first, and then up. Seven. Seven. Eight. Got 2Ks? No. GG. Well, there you go. Boa still can't stand up to us, even when they get their teach triggers. Good try, but no. I've been waiting to find a Boa on ladder for a while. I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? This is a good game. This is high up on the ladder. This opponent knew what they were doing. They had a pretty good curve. They play a lot more blockers now to burn us really fast. But we've got so many things to put them down that it just didn't matter. Funny enough, I didn't need the Dead Man's Game there because it doesn't look like they had the event. So the Nami would have done the same thing, but worked out real well. Anyways, they didn't have any removal that I saw. I guess they did. They had the Silver's Rayleigh, but it's fine. So the Laboon is still needed in this matchup. If they get the trigger teach, fine. Negate our Laboon, KO our 5 cost, it's fine. They just can't handle the pressure. Just aggress them really, really hard. Ignore the fact that they are going to try and burn you up. Just rest everything you can so they have to take as many punches as you can get out there and just beat them down. They did not have the unblockable event, actually, so we actually lived through another turn, funny enough, because we had the blocker for the 10k, and then dividing up the Dawn here did not actually kill us because we had double Charleston in hand, and their next one was a Boa Hancock blocker, so they actually just died on the second turn because they couldn't kill us. So we were never in any danger in that matchup, unfortunately for them. Good try, but no. They would have had to probably, what, Borsalino? I don't know what they could have done. Borsalino would have been the best thing they could do. Probably the answer for them, because they would have drawn this, if they didn't have to counter, would be Borsalino into this. That way they could set up their life and heal up. Or this into the Borsalino. Leave one Dawn up and just not attack. Triple blockers and hope I just couldn't kill them. But unfortunately, it was never meant to be. Alright, I will catch you guys in the next one. Sorry, Boa. Later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a couple of games of RG Luffy. What did you guys think? Did I do good? Did I do bad? Was my curve? Am I getting lucky? Never know. Somebody asked me what my bounty was at, and at the end of today, it was at 2.5 billion. It's not too bad. I am trying to get into top 100. We got to climb there. I wish I had more time in the week to play more games, but this is kind of what I work with. All right, let's go over each of our cards. If you guys need to slow down or pause the video, that is quite okay. I'm not going to read every line of text. I'll go over the general curve lines. Since we did play a medley of different leaders today, I just want to go over the generals, and then you guys can tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, if you disapprove of my deck list, and I'll tell you why I picked what I picked. All right, this is RG Luffy from OP13. We'll read the leader because it is the most important card. After that, we will do a quick run-through. It is a 5,000 power red-green leader. Dawn ×1 on our opponent's attack. If you have 5 or less Dawn active on your field, you may rest any number of your active Dawn cards on your field. You may rest any number of your... Read that twice. My bad. If you have 5 or less active Dawn cards on your field, you may rest any number of your active Dawn cards. Up to one of your leaders or Straw Hat Crew type characters gains plus 2,000 power for each Dawn card that was rested by this effect. So basically, we're just an ultra tanky leader. We're running 4 Jewelry Bonnie. It's a 1/2/1. Looks at the top 4 for Straw Hat Crew. We're running 4 copies of Garp, which is a 1/2/1. Looks at the top 4 for it costs 3 or more. And I did actually change this later to include more copies of this Nami because I did not like this guy here. The deck did change a bit. So let's go and make a quick edit just so you guys can see what I have changed my deck to now. We will have a additional copy of the Sanji, and then I was running 1 copy of the 9-cost Zoro because I did want an answer for Teach, or not Teach, Red red-blue ace. So this is what I'm running now, so here you go. We're running 4 copies of Sanji. It's a 2/3/2K. It makes one of our Straw Hat crew unblockable as long as it has 6,000 power or more. And then we've got 3 Roanosaur, a 7/9 brick. On play, our leader gets plus 2K until the end of our opponent's turn. And then if they've got an 8K character, this guy gets character rush, so it can attack their characters. We've got 4 copies of Nami. It's a 1/2/1 that looks at the top 5 for Straw Hat crew other than Nami. Finding Nami, I've found this Nami. Finding Nami, not being able to find it with this Nami, is not the end of the world. I like using Jewelry Bonnie to do it, but Jewelry Bonnie can search this Nami, which is pretty decent. It makes it so that we can get quite a ways through our deck if we really need to. And then we've got 4 copies of Laboon, a 1/2/2K. If a character with a base power of 7,000 or less would be removed, we can rest 2 cards instead. That's not a once per turn, so it protects our early game quite well. We got 4 copies of Usopp. It's a 4/5/1. It restands 2 Dawn at the end of every turn. We got 4 copies of Nami. It's a 4/2/1 blocker. On play, rest up to 2 of our opponent's characters with a cost of 8 or less, then sets 5 of our Dawn cards as active at the end of the turn. It's pretty much the most broken blocker of all time. And then we're running 2 copies of Monkey D. Luffy, a 4/6 brick. On play, we can rest a Dawn, give him rush, and then when attacking, we can rest up to one of our opponent's characters with blocker, with a no cost limit on that. Very good. Running 4 copies of Sanji, a 5/7 brick. On play, it sets 2 Dawns active. End of every turn, it'll set 1 more as active. 4 copies of Luffy, a 6/7 brick with a double attack. And on play, he stands 4 Dawn as active. And we can't play a 5 or less for the rest of the turn. So basically, he only costs 2, but he does limit what we're allowed to play after. We got a 6/6/1 in Brook. I'm running 2 copies of this guy. On play, he rests up to one of our opponent's cards. That's literally anything, character, leader, or Dawn. And activate main, you may trash this character and restand one of our characters with a cost of 8 or less. And then we've got 1 copy of Roanosaur, a 9/9 brick. He just gets triple attack. You can rest 1 Dawn when he attacks to restand him, and then you got an activate main to rest 2 Dawn to restand him. We got 3 copies of Dead Man's Game, a 1-cost event for plus 3k power to our leader, and you can rest 3 additional Dawn to rest 2 of our opponent's characters and or Dawn. And then we've got I Know You're Strong, so I'll go out from the start. It's a 1-cost event for plus 3 to the leader, and you can rest 2 additional Dawn to hold down 2 7 costs, so they don't refresh in the refresh phase. And then we've got 4 copies of Charleston, which is the best defensive event for our deck. It's a 2-cost event that'll give plus 4 to a leader or a character. Then we can discard a card and restand 3 Dawn as active. So it's also got a trigger to rest up to one of our opponent's leaders or characters with a cost of 3 or less. The 3 or less characters almost never comes up. The leader rest actually has come up quite a lot, which is got me out of some pinches. So don't underestimate that trigger effect. All right. So the reason we're running a lot of our stuff here, Laboon's good for every type of removal deck in the world. Most blue decks I've noticed are starting to move back toward running Gravity Blade, which is really bad for our deck. We have a really hard time if they remove our mid game, like the Sanjis and the Monkey D. Luffys. We can't let that happen, so we need the Laboon up. I like this as my searcher blocks. I'd like to run the new stages coming out. Everybody keeps asking me, will I play the new stage from the red Luffy deck? I will 100%. That's going to be either a 2 or 4 of. I haven't decided yet because it is a brick, but it does replace itself, so that's pretty darn good. And it gives a rested Dawn to our leader, so that's pretty crazy, because if you can play that on our 2 Dawn turn, our even curve just got way better. This deck wants to go on, right now, it wants to go on the odd curve every single time. We want to go 1 cost for one of our searchers. On 3 Dawn, we want to play one of these guys and attack for 6 usually, or 7 if we don't have one. On 5, we want to play a Sanji, restand 2 of the Dawn. We want to attack for usually only 6 there, unless they have not developed any characters, in which case attacking for 7, restanding 1 Dawn is fine if we're playing the aggro version. On 7 Dawn, we're always going to want to play this Luffy into this Usopp, which is really good. The other option is, since we're running into a lot more green-blue Luffys, the Luffy into the Nami is actually quite strong to rest all their little guys. And if we've got a couple of searchers, we can just kind of pick those guys apart, which is very good. Or we can demand a lot of cards out of them really early and develop ourselves a blocker. The other really funny thing is I've had people champion rifling me, and the ability to bounce the Nami back is so good because it lets us rest more of their characters again. Like, the fact that this is a blocker is the after effect. The good effect out of this is resting 2 of their guys and restanding 5 Dawn. The blocker is the minimized part of this card. On 9 Dawn, the best move is always going to be double Sanji, in my opinion. You really do like the ability to go double Sanji, or you can go Sanji into Luffy, because this costs 3 basically, and then you can use the remaining 6 to restand 4, which will develop 2 more 7Ks. After that, on your first 10 Dawn turn, this Zoro is kind of your go-to, just because you'll have so much Dawn restand if your board has survived to this point, to just be pretty much unstoppable. If you get 3 Dawn restanding and 2, this costs 8 essentially because 1 Dawn has to go under a leader, so you'll have 2 remaining, and then if you got 2 or 3 Dawn restand, you got 5 Dawn, you're a 7K lead, and your board is just going to be massive. Make sure at that point, though, if you don't want to lose them, don't swing with the Usopp, because that will be the one thing they target down super aggressively in the late game, and you will likely lose it. Unless for some reason their board is exceptionally weak. After that, if you really are playing into some of the big matchups, I like this 9 cost specifically for red-blue ace. I play this really aggressively on my first 10 Dawn turn. If they can't kill me, or even if I can bluff them into thinking they can't kill me, I will play this Zoro, because this is my answer right now. They have bows that'll keep this from attacking for a little while, but that eats up their turn, and those bows aren't super effective. We can keep slamming them with every other character and just let this sit there as a continuous threat. The reason I'm on so many events in this build is to beat Black Yellow Teach. When he turns off leader effect, the ability to have all of this, because we always have Dawn restanding because of our character's innate ability, but if they think that all of our defensive power is gone, and we still have 4 Dawn up, if I have this and I can just play this for 2 Dawn, don't use the discard effect, and then I can just play these as defense events, that means I've got 6K counter in just these, or 10 if I have this. So if I got all 3 of these in my hand, I've got 10K counter, and they're not going to kill me through that, and I can push really aggressively. The Dead Man's game is also really good for resting Dawn, double blockers, their giant blocker and a Dawn, whatever you need to do. I found the 3 Deadsman game is really strong in this build. I like this for late game pressure, being able to both rest a guy and attack for 7 by putting an extra Dawn under here, so basically playing him for 6 makes him a very good late game push. And it's something that generally gets us out of some tight situations where we don't have enough pressure. No, not a lot of people expect rush out of this deck, which is why I like this as a 2 of. I don't like it any higher than that, though, because I only ever play 1 of it. I never have played 2. I don't think in any game, unless something really wild has happened. Brook is actually becoming the thing I play the least. I haven't seen as many Namis, though, so if I start running into a lot more Namis higher up on the ladder, maybe I'll start playing the Brook more aggressively again. But right now, he's just usually getting used as a 1K or to beat up Rosinante, so I get extra swings and get down some of their larger blockers. All right, I think that's all I got, though, guys. Let me know what you think I'm doing right. What am I doing wrong? Do you like the Zoro in here? I've debated cutting this, and I've debated cutting one of these or one of these. I've got basically 2 flex spots right now that I've really debated on. I thought about putting the 10 cost Shanks back in here. I just haven't seen as many NLs, and I've actually had quite a solid matchup into NL lately, which has been really nice ever since I kind of got this. The ability to just push super hard. Also, the Dead Man's game is surprisingly coming really handy against an L, which is not what I thought it'd be there for. The only thing I do miss is Luna for this, because the Rosinante matchup has gotten much harder without the Luna. The ability to freeze their entire board is very nice, and being able to pick at 2 of them is much less good. But I've seen so many more Teaches than I've seen Rosies that I can't justify swapping this out. Let me know what you guys think. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Like, comment, subscribe if you can. I will continue to see if I can improve and do better for you guys. All right. Have a wonderful day. Keep it up. I'll catch you guys later.